Hi, I'm Dennis Phillips, and welcome to Everyday Reloading and Shooting. So what you're looking at here is a record of how I record my reloads. In the left-hand column, I have it numbered 1 through 10, and those are the groups and targets that I'll be shooting. I'll have targets with numbers that correspond. And these are the rounds we'll be shooting today. We'll be testing out Hornady's 130 grain ELD match bullet. And we'll be shooting 3 different powders: Varget, Big Game, and Hodgdon's H4350. I have various charge weights, but all are intended to yield velocities of 2,700 to 2,900 feet per second. I also have a slightly different setup for the target. So instead of shooting individual targets, I've got all of these loaded onto a single target. I'll have 3 5-shot groups for Varget, 4 5-shot groups for Big Game, and 3 5-shot groups for the H4350 at the grain weights that, or the powder charge that I just mentioned. So we will see how they do. So after completing my 5-shot group, I pick up the brass and put it in the bag that I put all of the collected brass in. It might be smart to put it in a separate bag so you can look for like pressure signs for that load, but I have not seen any pressure signs on any of the loads that I've developed so far. If you notice the row of baggies on the table, there's a blue label and there's a number on each one of those. I'm shooting 10 groups of 5 rounds each, so I have 10 baggies, and each of those contains 5 rounds. And I've numbered the bags from 1 to 10, which matches the load data and the record that I keep at home. And so there's also at the target at the far end, there are 10 bullseyes. I'm shooting 3 different powders on this particular experiment. And I've got bullseyes that are numbered 1 through 10 if you're going left to right, top to bottom. And each of those are numbered, and the number on the bullseye corresponds to the number on the bag that has the rounds in it. FYI. Okay, so after each 5-shot group, you want to pick up your brass and put it in your bag, your spent rounds. You pick up your next group of 5. You look at the number on the bag. Of course, you know it's the next target that hasn't been shot. You put the bag underneath the spent case bag, and you load 5 rounds into the magazine. It is extremely easy loading this Sako S20. 5 rounds. The magazines are extra long, so if you as a reloader want to load your cartridges to longer lengths, you have the room to do that in the magazine as well as the chamber. It's amazing how smooth this rifle shoots. It's actually a pleasure. It has a thick butt pad. Recoil is very minimal, just an absolute pleasure to shoot. Alright, so I'm going to show you the rest of my shots, and then we'll analyze the targets.
So a part of load development is not only about finding out what works, but it's also finding out what doesn't work. So today I tested the Hornady 130 grain ELD match bullets using Varget powder, big game powder, and also H4350. And these are the results. On Varget, at 36 grains, I had a group of 1.03 inches. My best group with Varget was at 37.6 grains of powder, 0.92 inches. And at 39.2, it was 1.37 inches. Big game has not served me well at all because I had powder charges ranging from 39.6 to 42.8 with group sizes ranging from 2.36, 1.14, 1.39, and 1.06 being the best with that powder. And with the heavier charge, of course, the group improved. With the H4350, starting at 40.7 grains, I had a group size of 0.91 inches. At 42.3 grains, it was just over an inch. And at 43.9 grains, 1.31 inches. So I'm going to stick with what has worked, which are the 140 grain ELDM bullets and the H4350 powder. So I will be doing more development with that, and we will see how that goes. Thanks for watching. Hey, I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, please like and subscribe.